Namaste, yogi friends. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to talk about and practice putting into action the concepts of conditioning in a yoga practice. If I deepen my practice, learning along the way that there are certain places to send my awareness so that there is a conditioning of how to be and enjoy the moment, the transitions, the poses, what comes up, then along the way I want to make sure that I develop certain habits. So let's try a few things together and realize that we want to move with the breath. We want to reach into all four limbs. We want to really use our legs, not just rest on them. And we want to feel that in spite and in addition to all of these things, there is space to learn something in each place that we pause, and there is space to enjoy the movement, the freedom, the strength that comes from movement. Let's begin. Step your feet wide and turn one foot out. Walk the tightrope. Grow your wingspan. Firm the legs. Shift the pelvis. Lengthen away from the direction that you're shifting the pelvis. And come on down and enjoy triangle pose. Draw the kneecaps up. Think about the rotation, coiling the hip under, and the sense of lift. Where is there lift in the body? It is connected to lines of energy and breath pattern. As you exhale, bend in the front knee. Park the elbow. Decide whether the top arm is going up behind you or overhead to follow the line of the back leg. Still drawing the kneecap up, back leg. And then pivot off the back leg. Come into warrior one. If there is not enough steadiness in this pose, slide the back leg forward. We are not walking the tightrope now. If you want the challenge, step back that little bit further. And then think about which is the front leg. We're transitioning to eagle pose, Garudasana. If your right leg is the front leg, cross the right arm over. If the left leg is the front leg, cross the left arm over and create space. Keep firming the legs. Keep thinking about being at your longest spine and keeping great length in the torso. As you exhale, push off the back leg, come into your eagle pose. Decide if you're going to prop the foot or sit into it or wrap the leg. Continuing to breathe and to be as long as possible. When you're ready to come out of this pose, return in the reverse, slow and controlled to that warrior one. Take advantage of the elongation. Exhale, come around and down into your lunge. And then slide the back leg to the front leg and sit deeply, deeply into Malasana. If you can park the heels, please do. Otherwise, you might need to be at your heels lifted, toes at the floor. And just feel. This might be a new place for you, but it gives room for awareness to have its learning points. Park your hands in front of you and begin to experiment. One thing we condition along the way when we try a variety of angles of practice, of poses and shapes, is to strengthen as much variety in range of movement as possible. You could simply lean in and say, this is my crow pose. Make sure that you are not just balancing your bones over each other, but that you are aiming to press the arms out into the legs, resist with the legs, and then just to feel what is possible. Once we have spent time strengthening, we can sink explore dynamic movement. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Whichever was the front leg, now step the other leg forward. Reach the arms well ahead. Hold on to the lengthening aspect of contracting muscles and then asking them to really show and build mobility. Come into a twist. You can park the hands to the outer knee and revolved side angle pose. You can slide that little bit further and begin to resist the leg with more rotation. You can take the outside arm around and find both arms helping. You can come into this prayer position and really use the leverage. There's always a way to ask for more when you are paying attention to how to ask for it, that it is comprehensive. Inhale, find more length, affordable to you. Exhale, drop the arms. Step the front leg to the back leg. Come back into your downward facing dog. And then bend in the knees, look ahead, broaden the collarbones. We're going from flexion to extension. A neutralizing pose. Stepping the original front leg forward. Turning the back leg out. Walking the tightrope. Finding that warrior two. And all of a sudden we strung together some great poses, leaving room to explore. Walk the feet in, toes and heels. Bring the hands to the heart and just feel. A good number of asymmetrical poses, laced with some places of symmetry to quiet the nervous system, and all of that, a comprehensive practice that leaves us room to grow. Let's do the other side. Step your feet wide. Turn the front foot out. Walk the tightrope. Shift the pelvis toward the back leg. Lengthen away from it. Make sure the legs are on, lifting the kneecaps. Find a continued sense of lift in the body. And then come on down. Reach down to reach up. Coil the hip under. Turn the rib cage. And notice what is in charge, despite the fact that all four limbs have their job. It is these muscles. As you exhale, bend in the front knee. Decide where the top arm is going. Keep thinking about the spaciousness through the torso, even in the side that's contracting, not collapsing. As you exhale, come into your warrior one. You are no longer walking the tightrope. Decide about where the placement of the feet are so that you are in charge of you. If the right leg is the front leg, cross the right elbow over. If the left leg is the front leg, cross the left elbow over, and lengthen. When you are ready, push off the back leg, slide the back leg up and over the front leg, and prop that foot. You can stay here. This is a great eagle practice all by itself. If crossing the arms is ever too much, you can bring the elbows together and find that the work is nonetheless similar. Sitting into the pose is an option. Wrapping the leg is an option. Breathing in each place that you pause. And then working your way to incorporating all of the other poses that we practiced. Come and sit in Malasana. Resist the arms to the legs. Broaden the front body. Lengthen the spine. Park your hands and lean in. Lean in to opportunity.
Feel where you are strong. The higher your knees can rest against the arms, the more leverage it will give you. Let both the arms and the hands push to reach up into the sitting bones, reaching them away. Inhale, lift your head and look ahead, sending the other leg forward, maintaining the length of the torso through the course of the twist, before and after. And remembering, whatever you did on one side, try it on the other side. We want to build balance in how we build both strength and mobility in the body. When we breathe, we can feel where does the breath go, and that informs us as well. Perhaps of the habits that we keep, or an appreciation to how movement allows us to release tension and be more open. And then finding a way to tune in and to know ourselves better. Enjoy your practice. Namaste.